At lunchtime on Saturday, Matteo Darmian's wife uploaded a video onto her Instagram page of the couple driving into Manchester city centre with friends. The short clip was the second in her Instagram story out of 10 as the Darmians' day was documented, while the majority of the United first team squad prepared for their biggest match of the campaign at the Lowry Hotel. Darmian may be injured or just dropped out. Whatever the circumstances behind his squad omission, he is not obliged to spend the day brooding indoors or working out while watching Antonio Valencia, the player he was bought to replace, defend unconvincingly. It does still speak volumes of Darmian's character that he is content with his wife confirming his squad absence and then flaunting their social life on social media on a match day. The contrast came from Ander Herrera on the same social media platform. He was unfit for Brighton, but attended the match with his partner and one-year-old daughter, who has read an English book on the car journey home. Herrera has a shorter United contract than Darmian, but there is little doubt over which one will be in Manchester beyond the summer. It is players like Darmian who Jose Mourinho was maybe referring to at his pre- and post-match press conferences. See where they play, when they play, how they play, if they play, he spat while discussing the United players who have left under his watch. For Darmian, the where is doubtless Italy, the when once a week, and the how could determine the if. My calculation is without pressure they don't perform well, Mourinho explained on Saturday evening. What can I lose? And the ones that are always there will always be there. Personality was a buzzword. A few of the other guys were scared to play. I cannot say much more, I think, is the relation with personality, Mourinho remarked. Darmian is comfortable. His lack of playing time was not an incentive to angle for a January transfer, what with Italy failing to qualify for a World Cup for the first time since 1958. He even made Luigi Di Biagio's Azzurri squad for this month's friendlies with England and Argentina. And Darmian got to take his wife to Dubai for United's warm weather training trip. The perks of being a United player are unlikely to be matched by whichever Italian club Darmian doubtless joins. The fullback did at least avoid a Mourinho rebuke on his Saturday off. Every time they went in his corridor the cross was coming, and the dangerous situation was coming, Mourinho opined on Luke Shaw's performance. Shaw could solve the government's Russia crisis and still receive a ticking off from Mourinho. This was Mourinho's watershed week. The Champions League defeat to Sevilla was unquestionably the most humiliating European Cup knockout ejection in United's history, and Mourinho's merciful approach to the players he inherited has ended. He urged them to grow up on Friday and accused certain starters of not wanting to play on Saturday. Mourinho's ruthlessness was underpinned by Alexis Sanchez's overdue demotion and the presence of Paul Pogba on the United bench again. Tension has lingered between manager and midfielder since Pogba's removal at Tottenham on January 31st, and Mourinho is testing Pogba's ego by starting Marouane Fellaini and Scott McTominay ahead of him in successive cup ties. Diego Costa commented on Nemanja Matic's Instagram upload of Father Mourinho joining him for a coffee at Carrington 2 weeks ago. He wasn't the only former teammate to do so. Mourinho's surrogate son reflects the United manager on the pitch like Roy Keane did with Sir Alex Ferguson during United's hegemony, and however stoically Matic may perform, he is every teammate's yardstick, from Pogba to Darmian. A Jose Mourinho player was how the United manager described Matic in the press release announcing his signing. Matic and Lukaku are performing at a high level since day one until the last match, Mourinho stated on Friday. Lukaku raised his clenched fist in Mourinho's direction following the opener against Brighton, as if he were a son seeking their father's approval. He received it. FEW United players enjoy such a tight bond with Mourinho. David De Gea was indulged with the hiring of Emilio Alvarez, his old Atletico Madrid mentor, and shares the same agent as Mourinho. Ander Herrera was previously Mourinho's on-pitch lieutenant until Matic joined. Scott McTominay and Marouane Fellaini attentively follow Mourinho's instructions. Sergio Romero and Marcos Rojo have improved. Eric Bailly, Antonio Valencia and Ashley Young are definitive Mourinho players. The majority are not. Not yet, anyway. Mourinho is testing whether they want to play for him. We didn't play the way I wanted to play. I didn't have the reaction from all of them, he said on television after the Brighton victory. I had the reaction from some of them. Because some of them were mentally strong enough and with football quality to play was the reason why we won. 3 players, Fellaini, Michael Carrick and Zlatan Ibrahimovic, are out of contract this summer and expected to leave. 14 deals expire next year.